Hey, this is Don Kryptonium, one and only. And in life, you have two choices. You can choose to be misinformed by the others, or you can choose the truth and listen to Don Kryptonium. This is why today we are going to talk about Wynd DAO. Few months ago, if you were eligible, you received the airdrop of the Wynd tokens. You couldn't do anything with them till now, because right now the Wynd DAO is live. You can't do much, but you can stake the tokens and you can earn the yield. But there's a lot of confusion, a lot of misinformation, and a lot of controversy around that. Before we start, go below, like this video, because if you like this video, absolutely nothing will happen tomorrow. But you know what? You can do yourself a favor, because you will do a favor to your community by liking this video, and you will do a favor to Don Kryptonium. This is why you should do it. So let's start it. As you can see, I'm in the Wynd DAO application. So this is the DAO page. I have some tokens and I will show you how to stake these tokens, what is the yield, what is the controversy about the bonding periods, and what I personally chosen to do. So as you're on the homepage, once again, this is the link. You can find it via Twitter on the Wynd DAO. And I'm going to stake it. I'm going to not stake it yet. So you can see this is the total staked Wynd that already happened. Yesterday was much lower, so everyone was crazy about this high APY yield. Look, it's dropping. It's gonna drop much more. And as you can see, I have 3 Wynd tokens I chosen to participate. So once you stake it, you have few different times to bond it, right? So you could choose 30 days, and if you do it 30 days, there is 25% APY, as I said, will be dropping. And the longer you stake, the APY is higher. It's not because there is more days. This is APY is always the compounded rate of the yearly return. So if you would do 30 days and do it like over for 12 months, this is expected yield as of today. This is expected yield. If you do 90 days and do it over for 1 year, this is expected yield. If you do 365 days unbonding period, your yield is at 200%. And at 730 days, it's the highest. Okay, so many people jumped for the highest. But controversy. You see, if you go to Wynd Twitter, something late because people already bonded, people like Don Kryptonium. Please be mindful of the bonding duration you select. When you eventually unbond, the amount of time you have to wait until your position is liquid is determined by the bonding duration you initially selected. During the unbonding period, rewards will not be earned. So, what is it? These days is unbonding period. If you choose 30 days, your tokens are staked. This is the yield you earning. If you unstake, you wait 30 days till the token are back in your wallet. If you choose in 730 days, you earn this yield, but when you unstake, you will have to wait 730 days for funds to be in your wallet. So I thought at first, which was like quite misunderstanding, that actually you bond it and automatically after the bonding period the tokens go back, because there's many protocols on other platforms like Ethereum that actually do that. So you bond it for long and then after these times they are like automatically right away unbonded in your wallet, and it would be actually much better. I think this is huge mistake on the Wynd DAO, quite inconvenient, and I think it could be changed. I don't know if you can change it when it already happened like this. So like someone who knows could let me know. But other mechanics should be different. So what I did, okay? So let's stake the tokens. So I'm going to stake the tokens. As you can see, I have 3 Wynd tokens. If I would choose only 10%, that's 0.3, 25, 0.75, etc. So we can choose this. We could choose manually. We could choose 100%. Just for this presentation, I'm going to stake 1 Wynd. Okay, and I need to choose the period that I have here. I'm choosing 730 days, okay, whatever, despite all of this controversy. And I will tell you why. So once you choose it, just approve it, and your tokens are staked. And here's another important part, because your tokens are the voting power in the DAO. So this is one thing you need to remember. This is my voting power. But the longer you bond your tokens, your voting power is bigger. So you have higher importance and you have more votes for the DAO that you chosen to be. So with all of that bad, like this is horrible. Like you should communicate it this early. Maybe you didn't think, maybe for Wynd this was obvious from start. So bad at communication. Before we jump to any bad conclusions, I think it could be corrected. I'm not sure how or how difficult it will be, but we can probably change unbonding period. They said on that, they made few articles, and they actually said that there will be rebonding, and they will also introduce rebonding in the near future, will allow users who have bonded for longer durations to downgrade a bond. So not sure how it works, but hopefully they will come with the solution that will not make people miss on the rewards. So just check Twitter and Discord is the way where you get informations. That's very important. Some of the misinformations, I have to address it. So this is not about the person. So this account claims and made the calculations that on 30 days, unbonding you will earn more. But this is very kind of misleading. First of all, it assumes that these numbers that you have here, right? These numbers when you stake, that these are APR. So what is APR? Okay, let's have a look. APR. What is APR? Annual percentage yield. What is APY? We need to find the meaning. Annual percentage yield. So APR, percentage rate and yield. So it means compounded yield. This is this number. So if you compound, you will make this. If you don't compound, you make less. So this account assumed that these numbers given here are numbers not compounded. So this is wrong calculations. Okay, that's one. This should be calculated. As you can see, it claims it's APR and that's this APY. So these numbers are completely off, and it claims that in 730 days you earn less. So that's not exactly, because what it says, if you stake for 30 days and if you want to count for 1,000 days, right? It means you can unbond in the day 970 and wait 30 days. If you bond for this time, if you want to have your tokens after 1,000 days, you would have to unbond after 270 days. But just weird. So what is Wynd DAO? I'm not going to fully tell you. And why I choose in 730 days regardless, okay? So Wynd DAO, I think it was inspired by the curve. And Wynd DAO wants to bring protocols and want to focus on refi. I personally don't care about refi. I'm too poor of a person to care about refi. You have to have certain wealth level to actually start caring about those things. But they want to bring some applications. So this is multi-application DAO, and the members of the DAO are in the custody of that. It could be horrible fail. Maybe it will work. And it's inspired by the curve. Is there about token? So it's created, of course, with DAO DAO, which is great. And I wanted to find how it was done, but the bonding periods they chose inspired by the curve, as I already said. And the biggest chance on curve, those who profited the most regardless the risk at the start, was actually those who just first day bonded for longest periods of time, and I was like, I don't care. So I'm doing I might lost everything, but I might end up being the biggest chat. This is crypto. Don't try to think too much, okay? This is whatever you do, there is no bad decisions, or rather all decisions are bad. You can't predict. So this is what I wanted to say about this. And I think this is enough for the video. Don Kryptoniums out.